I would like to welcome you back. This is our discussion segment on Good Morning, Anambra. And for those of you that are just waking up and joining us, well, you have not really missed much, but you need to stay and enjoy all we have packaged for your viewing pleasure this morning. Okay. Let me quickly introduce the guest that has joined us to look at the next topic. The topic that we have for now, which is the alleged looters list. I have Honorable Emmagarry Ogufuna. He's a public affairs analyst. He's still here with us. Honorable Emma, you're welcome a second time.
Well, thank you very much once again.
Okay. And then Professor Dennis Aribodor. He's a lecturer at UNIZIC. Prof, you're welcome.
None.
No. And I'm still in the house with my friends, Theophilus and Nonye.
I want to say welcome once again.
You're welcome to the program.
It's a full house. Okay. Recently, a list was released of alleged looters of Nigeria Treasury, and it started making waves everywhere. As a matter of fact, when we are joking now, we started talking about so many lists that are still coming up, expecting lists from different quarters, because PDP also released their own list recently to to complement the ones that was released by APC. And we still expect so many lists coming from different quarters. We want to look at those lists now to find out, is this the way we are going to continue? Keep pursuing shadows while things are happening here and there that we're supposed to tackle as a people, as a nation, to move forward. By the way, who are these looters? Are they Nigerians or are they foreigners? Where are they? Are they still in PDP or in APC or in other parties? And how are we going to recover our money? Where are the monies that was recovered from the looters that were mentioned before now? All these and many more are the things we are going to look at this morning, as we have also told you. Already told you the people that are going to help us look at those ones. Let me come to you, Prof.
Thank you.
You came in with a paper and we started suspecting whether that's another list of looters. And I hope my name is not there.
It is unfortunate that in Nigeria, we only act in drama. Mm-hmm. Because for more than 2 years now, the APC-led government has been talking about looters. And I think last year, court gave an order that they should publish the names of looters. And it took them more than 1 year to publish first 4 names, and later they added some names. And when you go through these names, as people have said, it appears it is only a particular group of people in one particular party. Then you ask the question, are they the only looters? Do you become a free man once you cross over to the party? And to make the matter interesting, I won't say worse, yesterday or 2 days ago, PDP brought out their own list. And in that list also, you will see they are giving you facts that these cases are in court. First, I could not find in what the Lai Mohammed's list is all about. So, as I said earlier, we are just acting drama, because if there are looters, there are processes of apprehending looters and confirming them looters. Not because we are planning to have election next year, you start bringing up to say the truth, whoever lose should be made to face the law. Face the music. That's where I stand. Okay. But you don't politicize all these things. There are due process of doing all these things. That's my take on that.
All right. Honorable Ogufuna, are we expecting lists from your quarter too? Because there are so many lists now.
It depends on the quarter you think I'm from. I belong to Organization may come up with that one, because the thing may narrow down to sections of the country. If you accuse the Yorubas, they will produce the list that affects the Arewas. Then the Arewas will come with lists that will contain looters from the organizer. It's a very, very unfortunate, as the Prof just said. Very, very absurd, because we have election in view. Then you talk of loot. There are agencies and departments of government that are institutionalized to take care of these things. Corruption, corruption, corruption. The EFCC is there, the ICPC is there, the National Economic Intelligence, whatever unit in the presidency is there. The courts of law are there. Why not send Barrister CCC to court because he is confirmed, alleged to have looted 1 million naira, $500? Take him to the appropriate places, charge him, let them try him. If he is found guilty, let him face the music. Like Prof said, why are we gallivanting? Why are we gerrymandering about corruption in this country? Not the concert we are.
In other words, are you trying to say that this list the release list is wrong the way they released it? Because according to law, they said that somebody is not proven guilty until tried by a law court. That you can say that this person is guilty as charged before you bring it.
The sensation that accompanies the releases this time around, the release and counter release. That is what makes the thing look funny. But send the list of people you think have looted the economy of this country. Take them to the EFCC. Let the EFCC do the right thing. They know the right thing to do. Why this public? Why all this? Nobody is saying the release is wrong or not, but let them go to court, try these people, jail people, recover the money in the process of recovery.
Last time we remembered where people, it was said that some houses were opened and some money were found there.
Yes.
Individuals' names were mentioned, and then those money, up till now, they've not told Nigerians where
government takes the money. Government takes money and the looter is
some have been swallowed by snake or whatever. Now let us look at you mentioned about the agency EFCC. The agency is responsible of arresting those who are looting, those who are committing this crime. What is it that they are doing to ensure that all these looters are taken to court and we see the proceeds of their action being galvanized into development?
Yes. The agencies would work, but they will only work when you empower them to work. As we have it today in Nigeria, I think it was Bill Clinton, while he was American president, asked Africans and especially Nigerians to build strong institutions. As we are talking today, we do not have those strong institutions. The FCC you are looking at is seen to be sympathetic to the executive arm of the government. And as such, they don't have the public confidence and public trust to execute their program. Likewise, the police, name them. Nigeria should get to a stage where we look at the institutions and not the individuals. Granted, EFCC sometimes may be trying its best, but what is the perception of Nigerians on that? So the issue there is that we have a fundamental work to do as a country. For me, what is happening now is a distraction because we have so many problems to discuss in this country. We have so many problems. The Leah Sharibu is still in captivity for no fault of hers. Her mess have come out. There is no power to help people to live a happy life. Our roads have problems. Our health is not. These are the issues. And if people have stolen money, there are laid down procedures. Why this dramatization?
Just like you say, it's a distraction, and a whole lot of people will see it that way because recently the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adosho, asked the EFCC, where is the money you say you have recovered? A lot of money, amount of money was mentioned that we have recovered, and then people are expecting us to start disbursing this money, and I can't find that money in the treasury. Are you keeping them? And then EFCC said, you are accusing us of keeping money, and they said, no, I was only asking. So while we look at the list of the alleged looters, the ones they said they have recovered, where is it? Is it, if we will catch these people now and get some money for them, is it going to go the same way?
I think the government of President Muhammadu Buhari needs to put its house in order. the government is from the same party, but they are not coordinated. I was telling my friend that I don't think that government has strategists or thinkers, because all of you are of the same arm, executive, not legislation arm, and you cannot agree. You cannot agree on how much it has been recovered so far. There's no agreement. So I think the government appears to be working at crossroads, and it is dangerous for us.
Are you saying that because recently Lai Mohammed, who is the Minister of Information, introduced something? These if you see something, you say something, and the whistleblowing policy. All of them geared towards getting these people together, those who are looting, those who are corruptly enriching themselves. Are you saying that those policies being put in place by them is not in line with what we're saying here?
Have you seen any manifestation of that effectiveness that Prof was pointing at? Donald Trump of the US, the other time, fired his Secretary of State for flouting a state directive. You had a brief for Kenya, and you made your way to Nigeria. And that was just that. The IG of police had a brief for Benue State. He found his way to Nasarawa, and he is still there in office. The president is not in charge. The House is not coordinated.
Why do you think the president is not in charge?
He doesn't know what he's doing there because he is not in charge means that he is not in charge. There's a cabal. The president is just a figurehead, just an enlarged
Who are those
photograph.
cabal?
No, before the
cabals are those people that don't want.
You are not alone in this, because we know that recently that hold on, very soon we'll start picking your calls, please. We know that recently or in the past, the wife had accused of the cabals of hijacking the government from the husband.
Yes.
Simply, agreeing with what you said, that the president is not in charge.
He's not in charge.
So who is in charge?
Whether the president is in charge or not in charge, as my brother is saying, the buck stops at his table. He must take responsibility of where Nigeria is today, because it's one that people have elected. The point there is that from the time the government came on board, there was trouble, there was crisis. Because if the House is organized, why would it take the government of APC 6 months? I think Obiano was elected, sworn in 2 days after commissioner started working. That's what it should be. Not that you elected as a president of Nigeria for 6 months, you don't have no cabinet. And when you release the cabinet, we're expecting miracles. We're expecting the best of brains.
All right.
And it became the same.
Let me come to you.
No, before you come in, please, you can start making your calls now. The numbers are on your screen. You call and then maybe ask questions or make contributions on the topic we are looking at today, the alleged looters list. Okay? All right, go on.
All right. Earlier, you said something that court asked the ruling party to release a list of looters. It take them 1 year to do that. And Lai Mohammed was saying that PDP dared us, dared us, and we know what is going on. So, consequent upon that, he had to release the list. What do you think really prompted them? Is it they want to take it on the opposition that they brought out this list or something?
It's Mohammed said it all now. You dared me, I will now get back at you. That you are corrupt.
That is contrary to the law, because the law has said, I think a civil society group went to court that this list should be made public, and they refused to do that.
And earlier, while he brought out the list, he brought out 4 names. When people started complaining that these so and so names are not in the list, now went back. And what he said that the list he released earlier was strategically released as a teaser. And what's that statement supposed to mean?
That is trying to cover up his inefficiency.
Okay.
That is that.
Okay, let's see who is calling us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm from Oka from Oka.
Okay, one call from Oka.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I want to contribute to the topic you people are discussing.
Go ahead.
I think most of your discussants there are red cap. Let them encourage their own brother from Monica, who claims that he is not well, to go and answer his query in court. He should not pretend that he is not well. That is where the problem lies. Why are they pretending that they do not give money and they're escaping justice when they cannot submit themselves to trial? Look at what is happening, and these people are supporting what is happening. Let them submit themselves to trial.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's the network.
Well, the point is
If
making
I got him.
that there are people who were apprehended, but they refused to go to court to defend themselves.
I think we understood him. He said that we are red cap chiefs, and one of our brothers is using hospital or sickness to evade justice. You say this thing is not play. There are procedures. If you say this man is corrupt, the onus lies on you to prove it. That is the truth. There's nothing you can do about it. If my own brother's name is mentioned, he that mentioned that name should go and prove it. And if there are tricks that my brother is adopting, the same government who is bigger than any human being knows the strategy to use. And they get these things done. So they should stop pretending. You don't fight corruption on newspapers. No.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that. Well, the Bible said that before you can punish obedience, that your own obedience must be complete. Okay? So this is what is playing out in the country now. Perhaps that's why PDP has come up with their own list. And they asked a question. Their spokesperson was asking Buhari, that you will explain to Nigeria what happened to 1.1 trillion naira petroleum money, revenue, when you were the Minister for Petroleum. Okay, that these are the money that have been embezzled and nobody talked about that. Now you are accusing somebody.
Is he the minister now? Have you changed him?
No, when he was the former minister.
Okay, former.
Okay, so if anything like that happened, then what ground has he to accuse the next person?
The truth, I keep on telling anybody who cares to listen, is that all of us seated here and outside here, we have a duty to keep on sensitizing, mobilizing, educating our people to take power back to themselves.
To take power back to themselves. Let's see who is here. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's Okoye Emmanuel.
Okoye Emmanuel. Calling from where?
This is Ogidi.
Okay.
Ogidi. Okay. No.
Ihe na-agwa unu na onye pụta na ihe ọra na eze kwuru ya kwuo na ihe bụ nke n'eziokwu. Onye na-achọrọ ikwu eziokwu maka ọ na-ezinụlọ ya ka ọ na-etinye n'ọgba aghara. Eziokwu na-agwa unu bụ ọ bụ na ekwu na ezuru ezu dị unu mma ike si ezu unu. Ezinụlọ unu ga-esikwo na anaghị aka maka onye sọpọtụ ha ji onye echibe. Ihe na-agwa unu bụ na onye ọbụla ọkwụ ya ha niile ka ọ na-aba unu chọwa n'ụlọ ebele ụlọ ya enwechi ya bụ obi eziokwu na ewuri ise mechu ejezala ọnụ ọke na-ara adịrị ya ya tara ngwụlọ mgbe ọ na-ekwu ego ọda ozigbo ngwụlọ maka na onye kwu unu.
Ọ dị mma biko, ọ dị mma ya anụghị ife ikwu. Daalụ Emmanuel Ogidi wee kpọọ. Amakwa m na ị nwere adịa na ọ bụrụ Solisa Metụ bụ onye ikwu na o were ego ka anyị si n'ụlọ wee dịle mma wee pụba ilo biko. Ọ dị mma. Yes, anyị jụrụ, we said it na onye obedience ya adịrọ complete. Ama punish with disobedience.
Yes.
And that is what PDP is trying to tell APC.
You see, let's go back to 1979 when Obasanjo handed over to Shagari. If you study the history of what transpired, corruption was there at that time. Even in Shagari, imagine the president, there was corruption in it. If you also remember Fela in one of his musics, he accused Obasanjo of stealing. Yeah, with so it has been like that. That's why I say that these people, we call them political elite, cannot lead this country to the promised land. If they change their name and become whatever, SDP coalition, it's the same old wine in a new keg.
The same old wine in a new keg. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
The same old wine in a new keg. I'm happy that ABS has this program. Monday to Friday, people will listen and start getting educated, informed, to start taking decisions about their life. Because election we have to decide who should go for us. It must not come from the known big names and parties.
Like we had that kind of one for.
It's coming up. Hello.
He's declaring for presidency.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? If you're a child, it's expected that you don't disrupt a discussion like this, please. I know you guys are on holidays, but please, you don't interrupt what we are saying. Parents should also guide their children, please.
So as I was saying, it is time people from the community start identifying their heroes and their champions and projecting them to positions. Last week, Ibrahim Montu, you know him, former deputy president of this country, he came out openly to say that he has been involved in rigging of elections. It is there in the public domain that he has been doing that. PDP now said we didn't send him to do a rig election.
And so he decided to rig the election.
And
he was not paid to rig.
In whose favor?
Why is he talking this way now? Because he has seen that things are not working. He said it.
A whole lot of them are coming out to stop.
That if he goes out of this country, the way they are treated with their green passport, and he was saying, what is the problem? And he's not a champion of due process. These are people that held this country down, promoting Tatam for Obasanjo.
And you know, all these things coming out, releasing list and counter list and whatever, what does this really speak of our democracy here in Nigeria?
We're evolving.
Evolving?
Yes.
How?
We are evolving because...
or retrogressing?
We're evolving. Well, it's an evolution. It's an evolution because I tell you something. The people must get the leadership they deserve, not desire. And that's why we are saying that we need to start encouraging our people to start taking interest. If you know that this man is a criminal, why do you push him to go and be your representative or a councillor? That's where you should start. You can't get the leadership you desire. Get the leadership you deserve. See if all of us fold our hands, thinking that a miracle will happen tomorrow and the saint will come and become our governor, our minister, it's a lie. We got to get to work and start looking for people because leadership is service.
Of course, yes.
Leadership is service, not good. It's not going there to aggrandize yourself and carry money, but it's service. People should run away from going to leadership.
Okay, now
because it will take all your time.
Okay.
I think we need a short break here, please. We need a break. Okay, we are taking a very short break. We are coming up in a short while, so please don't go too far.